Running on YouTube in the future, we have just kept our hand and are playing our sommelier on the first turn. We have a Ashwood Firebrand here in the event that we are fortunate enough to draw. I feel Blood Sapphire Control is worth playing tomorrow or DOA. Blood Sapphire Control is one of the decks I'm considering playing today. Yeah, but let's put it in the pipeline. Let's play some Redlings and some Blood Sapphire Control today. So when I get done with this and I'm saying what did we say we wanted to do today, someone remind me that it was Blood Sapphire Control and Redlings. Davian Salvage with the 11-month resubscription. Thank you for the continued support. Welcome back. I do appreciate it. It's close. Oh no! You strangled my sommelier. That's unfortunate. I think that Berserk is fine. It's had really good results on the ladder. We won a lot of games with it here on stream. Missing our third resource hurts a little bit. Non-zero chance we should be on 25? I don't know. It's close. Are we taking this trade? Yeah, I feel like we have to. What a beating. So, probably just DOA now. Like, we could have missed for one turn there, but, like, if we hit this turn, we could have, like, gone Satyr's Roost Bard into Valor my Satyr's Roost Bard, and, like, had reasonable play and, like, been taking our last Guard's Vengeance down, but, like, if they have a play here, we're almost certainly just dead. They go, like, 3-drop into Hold Up Strangle. Oh, Cottontail Explorer, okay. That could be good for us. They bricked off on that, too. Nice. Sweet. Okay, come on. Let's hit a Wild Source so we can get this Satyr's Roost Bard and cantrip it. Ding. They've been to Rot Paw. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, yep, there's our next resource. Sign me up. So, having missed for 2 turns, I wouldn't be surprised if we're still too far behind here, but, you know, chip in a chair. Chip in a chair. And honestly, like, that shard drop there is probably, like, one of the cruelest things we could have had, because, like, it's like a, well, we're not quite dead yet, but we're, like, mostly dead, but, like, we drew the shard to kind of stay in the game, so we feel obligated to keep playing. Just, like, continue getting our shit pounded in. Am I playing this out? Seems loose. I think the line here, I guess we know they have Strangle in their hand, right? So I can't just say play this and hope they don't have Hero Fall. Yeah, I mean, I guess I play this and just pass. I guess I'd feel bad for 100. They missed on their 6th resource at least. Their 5th, technically, since they ramped off the rune here. If they keep bricking for a little bit here, we could have a chance. So, Lionel the Slashing gives our Ardent Troop Swift Strike and can give Reginald invincible until end of turn if we sacrifice him. And Reginald gives our troop speed, and he can give Lionel invincible if we sacrifice him. So, you know. These best bros, they protect each other. The old slash and dash. Nope, still doesn't have a resource. Okay, come on. Let's draw a non-slow resource here so we can go heart, shoot this stupid bride. Please. Come on. Come on, Kismet. You screwed us in the beginning. Get us now. Get us back. Get us back. I don't think so. I think Swift Strike's better against their thing full of, I think Swift Strike's better against their board full of lethal troops. Oh, I should have given this invincible. Got it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Sack the Rancor target. You're right. Conceding to a blood threshold here at any point. If we can't get this off the table. You are completely correct. This would have been invincible and we could have blocked this. Missed that line. Thank you, Tom. Please, brick. Please, brick. Please, brick. It's really fucking frustrating. It's like, brick, brick, brick. And then they get to hit. It's the beats sometimes. I'm bringing the Pyre Strikes, I guess. Probably don't want these Firebrands in my deck, actually, just because, like, we're just, like, never blanking Bride, so, like, is that even real? Yeah. I'm just gonna cut those and bring in this and this. Screw it. You suicide your board. So, like, the plan is, like, they kill my entire board, and then, like, I trade their board, and they have more cards in their hand than me, one of which is a known removal spell. Like, maybe we're not 110% out of that game, but we're, like, I don't know, 85% out of that game. He was killing my things, though. It didn't matter that he was taking them. We just, like, didn't have answers to his board. And, like, losing our board, like, the aggro deck having no board versus the deck that isn't aggressive having a board is the game being over. Like, he was at 21 health. Like, that's one of those, the game is over, but it's going to take the dirtily deck, you know, 10 more turns to win. Like, save my quality of life and pass. Opponent had played 0 Hero Falls. Bluff Lascars at least. Yeah, and then we get Hero Fallen and it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Hey, Aspect of the Squirrel, sign me up. That's pretty good. It's pretty good with the double damage Runeer as well. Until it dies. It dies in a fire. Okay, it's a pretty good hit too. Lets us yeah, a lot of them are playing Rockcast in addition to Strangle to deal with like the Empress and the Tribunal Magistrates and stuff. We're gonna play a control deck on stream for a little while, Fapies. The thing to keep in mind is that, like, if my goal is to qualify for the CCS, which means I want to be able playing and winning a lot of matches, and like playing a control deck is not conducive to playing and winning a lot of matches of Hex. Like, it's not, right? Like, with a control deck, that's gonna take me infinite time to do a lot of stuff, and with, you know, and with a more aggressive deck, I could be much faster. Are they dead? Are they dead? This is going to make our second wild. I haven't counted yet, but I feel like they're probably dead. I could Valor this. And then I can hit this and then hit this. I feel like this is 10. No, it's only 20, right? No, Tom, the ladder was fucked up. I am not qualifying through Limited. I dropped 90 spots when they readjusted the ladder rankings. You cannot qualify in Limited by drafting without, I don't know, playing an amount that doesn't exist. Fuck it. Let's just hit him for 20. I could have waited till they blocked, I guess, but whatever. This should put them dead to a resource for the heart. Double damage Runeair. Still okay, turns out. Aspect of the Squirrel confirmed good with double damage Runeair. Only 20 damage on turn 4. Deck sucks. Literally unplayable. And now he has to have Hero Fall or Gemborn or Rockcast to deal with this. There's a Rockcast in the crypt. They get their champ power here. They don't have one already. Sure. So must already have it, right? Okay, so this has to be dead, right? Strangle doesn't do it. Shard. Ding. Kill you. This deck is so unplayable, it makes Underworld Officer look good, right? Alright, yeah, I guess we're just hitting submit, right? Sure. I will give the stream that I conceded the first game too soon. We were a little bit sideways off of our chair when we conceded the first game. Gotta respect that double damage Runeair though. Means the business, especially with Granddaddy Elk over here. It's okay. It's like not impressive, but it's fine. It's got Strike and a Sommelier in it. Hopefully we hit. I'm gonna cut one or two of the coins after this set. 4 was too many to start on. Thankfully we just hit a turn 1 non-exhausted ruby like a professional, but I think we should be like 3 at most in 24 resources. A Surging Wildfire thing. I feel like we have too many 4s. I feel like if I want to play Wildfire, I can't play Ember or Slash and Dash. I have to like cut one of those two. And what you're leaning towards there is like a different deck. Correct, Drax. Just like, I've been telling people to like just play on Steam for a while now. Just like, you know what I'm talking about. This is pretty good, right? We get to go like Iotachi coins here. And then on the third turn, if they put a blocker up, we can Pyro Strike it out of the way. Otherwise, we can Runeair. Keep ticking this Lasgar's Vengeance down. One of the upsides to having the Elf sub-theme in this deck is that it gives us access to another duel, which is nice. Okay, Runeair. So they're going to get some acceleration going here. That's probably fine. I'm just going to keep attacking with this for now. Take both of these down. This is almost certainly going to die. I mean, hopefully it doesn't, but like 10 out of 10 gonna die. It's possible I should have Pyro Strike that turn just to like prevent that from growing, but you know, details. Yep. They have a Crusader to follow up here. You mean we've been screwed 2 out of 3 games? So like maybe my gut that we should be on 25 is right? Just like go up a resource. I would not hate going up a resource. We know they have a Hero Fall in their hand, so we can't even play this on 4. Oh, we can just play Slash and Dash on 4, though. God bless America. I guess we have a lot of 4s that we want to play in this deck, so maybe we will trim the 4th Lasgars to the board and put a 25th resource in. I mean, just like, I'm actually just gonna pull up the Hypergeo here and like talk about how this is statistically improbable. Just 60, 24. How often? Sample size by turn 4. We're on the draw 2 of these games, so like that's 11 cards. You're gonna miss on 4 a quarter of the time, so 1 in 8 we're gonna miss twice like this. Did I already throw the 4th Lasgars on the board? Well, put something else on the board. I guess this is gonna work out okay, right? We get slash and dash here, and get to attack and trigger these nerds. Unless he's got strangle or cheap shot, which they do because they have 4 cards in hand and they haven't been playing anything. Ashwood Minstrel could help. I mean, we've got 4. Oh, that's the other thing. We've got 4 Ashwood soloists in our deck. Like, we're on 24 resources plus 4 mana dorks. Like, for reference, should be fine. Just so we're clear and above the board here. Yeah, but he doesn't want to hero fall one of these 2 cards. Thoughts on the new set so far? I'll have an article posted today. Is it up already? I think they go up at 10 a.m., so it should be in 20 minutes. mtgcardmarket.com. Articles get posted there every Friday. It doesn't look like it's up yet, but it should be up another half hour or so. Gave my thoughts on the things we had spoiled up until yesterday in the context of Modern. We might still end up winning this game if they're short. So, yeah, Burgle and Bob and Cheese. Considering we have 4 mana dorks in our deck, do we want a 25th land? I think that's real question. Good beats. Just like, yep. If we ever get to these Lasgars, we could be in a good spot. If we draw a non-slow shard next turn, we can shoot this, and then this is still a pretty slow clock. They have a hero fall, but oh, there's a sommelier, I guess. Oh, we could aspect of the squirrel and block. That sounds hot. And then maybe it gets the hero fall out of him. This gives 3/3, 4/3 with crush. It'd be sweet if he has like a strangle here and he goes to strangle this. I feel like he has to hero fall. Ooh, I can scrounge it? Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I forgot this card has scrounge. So we get a new one in our hand. When you scrounge this card, you get another one. I mean, like, we're dead on board if he kills this, so we don't eat the paw. And if he doesn't kill this, we have a 4/6 with crush. Slash and dash making 2 bodies is sweet. Skyguard and Steadfast is actually pretty decent. Let's draw a non-slow resource, please. I mean, okay, just get to run it back here. Dead to removal though. Dead to rock cast, dead to strangle. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. And this is actually gonna have to trade with this, so it's not as stellar as before. Are we dead to that too? You can activate it twice. We're effectively dead to this, right? Yeah, I want to fucking tilt. I need to work on swearing less. Just that was, you know. We're gonna add a resource and leave the 4 coins in. Get a firebrand. That gives me hope, you know? It feels like there's something here. Like, we slaughtered him the one game we actually got to play, and then like we had 2 games 1 and 3 where like we were on the draw and we're like, well, if we hit a shard by turn, I don't know, ever, we kill them. Our troop wasn't living through the block, Bob. We had to block the 4-power guy, and Squirrel only gives +3/+3. Use Steam, Ollie. Use Steam. Mistake, use Steam. There you go. Yep. That is the actual answer. Mistake, use Steam. It's fine. Yeah, it gives 4/3. It doesn't give 4/4, which is unfortunate, right? Tim Legault playing an Uzu deck, so either Empress or one of the blood control decks. Looks like Empress. Burgle, if you launch it from the Hex EXE directly instead of launching it through the Steam client, it's the same. It's buying Plat directly, so you can literally download it through Steam and run the EXE, and then you'll be fine. The non-steamed gets bugged sometimes, and it's slower even when it's not bugged, so for reference. If you run the Hex EXE manually, it doesn't increase the Steam numbers, just for reference. Because it's effectively the same. You take your pants off, child? God, kids are strange. Shard, attack for 2. Free attack into a maybe not free block. It's not free, ladies and gentlemen. It's not free. This Dater's Roost Bard's feeling squirrely. Hotcha! Just permanently a 6/6 with Crush. This is my nerd. And now he plays Empress and we die? Yep. Yep. Makes another Sapphire. He misclicked. So he intended to make another Sapphire so he wouldn't ready, I assume. Well, this lets us draw. This is going to get exhausted by a Sapphire Threshold this turn, I'm sure, but we get to play this other Satyr Juice Bard and then Valor it, which is nice. Our only main deck way to remove this is 3 Lasgar's Vengeance, so they're not looking good for the home team here. We got Pyro Strikes on the board for a reason. That's cute. He copied my guy. Oh, that's unfortunate. Probably just dead. Extra Lasgar's Pyro Strike. Oh, Gale Force kills Empress too, right? That sounds great. Aspect of the Squirrel. I guess Heart of Embers technically kills it too, right? This is probably not a Sommelier matchup, but we probably also need those to be triggering the Lasgar's Vengeances. Is this card kind of mediocre too? Is this enough threats? Maybe. Let's try it. How's it going, Immortal? It's a matchup that we stumbled and died and then tilted off and conceded probably a little too soon against Kagalicha in one of the games. And then we just got Empressed, so let's see how the second game goes. The Slash Dash. I think Slash and Dash is good. It's basically like a 4-cost, make your Lasgar's Vengeance cost 2 less. Maybe that's worse than a 1-drop. That could be, I could see that being worse than a 1-drop. That sand seems mediocre. There's no Lasgar's or removal in it. Sand's not exciting, but it's fine. It's got Pyre Strike. If we run some resources off here, it's got a solid curve, just like 2, 3, 4. Slash and Dash is kind of... It's like kind of a combo with Runir Hierophant, right? Like, it gives it +2/+2. A million 1/3s and 1/4s. I mean, the 1/4s are attacking, though, right? Like, if the 1/4 is not attacking, we're winning the game. Slash and Dash also makes it so our Ardent troops off the top can actually get an attack in, which is nice. Just never... I mean, I guess if we weren't going to draw a shard, that was the next best thing, right? That's the Lasgar's Vengeance to tick down. At what hour is the 5K tomorrow? It's at 9 a.m. PST, I believe, which is 11 a.m. Central Standard Time for me, or 12 noon Eastern. All right, I call this hand 29 resources later. Deal. Still triggers Lasgar's Vengeance. And this is one of those things where, like, when you're testing a new deck idea, you really have to work on being objective about the testing that you're doing. Like, these two games, like, we're probably about to be 0-2 with this deck, and, like, you have to be able to recognize when you're testing a deck that, like, these games are outside of the normal variance that you're going to get on average with a deck. So, like, if there's a reason not to play this deck, it's not these games that I'm playing right now. Okay, well, we hit our second Ruby threshold, which is good for us. So, this Lasgar's Vengeance could possibly come in next turn. I think prompt's like 400. This deck is really soft to Lasgar's Vengeance, which is convenient as a Lasgar's Vengeance player. What do you recommend to put in the mono if you don't have Tribunal Magistrates? I would not play the deck if you don't have Tribunal Magistrates. I would play a different deck. I would sell 2 Empress of Ice and build a budget McBombus deck. That's what I would do. I would build a budget McBombus deck. I would sell your 4 Empress of Ice and build a non-budget Bombus deck. Alright, let's draw a non-slow shard so we can just, like, destroy his board here, please. Please, please, guys, have one thing for Christmas. God bless America! Just, like... Can we just, like, hit one time? One time today. We even added a resource we statistically didn't need to add to our 28 resource deck. And just, like, still just getting slaughtered. Well, we tried. We tried. And again, just, you know, nothing, actual nothing we can do there. Just not the deck itself, not what the opponent was doing. It's just like sometimes you run bad. It's just how games that have variance by design work. Sounds great. Playing against Ali here. Glad to see he got loaded up. He's in fucking trouble too. We're gonna play fucking 4 resources in 4 turns and just actually play a game of Hex instead of stumbling and dying. I mean, the key to boarding with decks like the Empress deck is that less is more. Your deck is very finely tuned game 1. Wait, what? Oh, look, we won a game, right? We have won a game today, just for reference. There's been one game where we didn't stumble and die, and we won that game. Add the adult language reminder for this vid? Yeah, probably. It's like, we'll just call it the stumble and die video. We are playing Slash and Dash today because I drafted one and I'm excited to try it. I don't actually know what's going on. Error saving. Oh, did he concede the match? The one on the left. Good call. I'm still getting used to the fact that the deck list is there on screen. Sometimes it freaks out when your opponent concedes it and leaves. Let's reload Hex here real quick. Look, Hex, which is installed through Steam. But I'm not going to launch it through Steam. I'm not going to launch it by double-clicking on that. I'm going to run my Hex exe here. I'm not playing Red Lings yet. I want to play actual games with this deck. I want to play actual games. Games where, like, I don't even need to play 4 in 4 turns. That's like, I want to have an Ashwood Soloist on 1 and play a 3-drop on 2. I want to play my 3rd Shard by the 3rd turn of the game and just, like, actually play a game of Hex. This deck's got a bunch of cards that are just like untapped cards that are very reasonable. I want to actually get a chance to play with them. Consider drawing better. Yep. I think Sommelier is a very good card that's underutilized. I think Viridian's probably powerful. Aspect of the Scroll just seems sweet the more that I cast it. 3 Aspect of the Scroll might be ambitious in the main deck, but like it's real good with Double Damage Reader Hierophant. It's pretty good with Soloist too. God bless Ollie. Giving us back those couple of ranks we lost playing awful things. Slash and Dash gives Viridian speed. It's the perfect combo, Elwins. I agree. It's much better with speed. Chistel here. Playing Josephina. Could be the Sockets deck. Could be an Ardent deck. Waiting on the opponent to choose a starting player here. Yeah, hand's pretty good, right? We've got Sanders Bard and a Heart of Embers. We've got Aspect of the Scroll to let this Bard punch through. Man, I love having a combat trick in a constructed deck, because like you just like look your opponent in the eye and be like, attack, and they're like, you're not playing a combat trick, you're playing a constructed deck, and you just like, Aspect of the Squirrel you. Who's ready to slash and dash? I'm ready to slash and dash. I hope all of y'all are ready to slash and dash. MC's ready to slash and dash. That's the forge too. So when this readies, they get a socketed card out of their deck into their hand. This card seems so aggressively mediocre when you don't have it turn 2 on the play. It's like really bad, right? So is Kaiju getting hated out by the metagame, or are I just bad at playing it? Matt's been slaughtering people with it. Allie's been slaughtering people with it. I don't like grinding people out, so I'm not playing it. That's annoying. The slightly awkward double slash and dash, because this makes unique things. MC has a major socket. My point stand still seems mediocre, not turned 12. Like, what major socket makes it better? Any of them? Like, there aren't any good ones right now, right? Like, there's like the best major sockets are like the Ardent and the Underworld ones. Like, the other good major sockets to like depend on the converted cost of the cards you're playing, and this doesn't have a very high converted cost, so it's not good for those uses either. Please don't have... They don't have any one-cost socketed things, right? So this will be able to kill this. This card, whenever they play a socketed card, all their things in all zones get +1/+1 permanently. Really terrifying. If the 5K is free, where does the prize money come from? So this is a sweet learning experience for you, Jace. Wizards of the Coast pays out all of the prize money for all of the Grand Prix that everyone plays in most weekends of the year, and they don't collect any of the entry fees. That money is part of their advertising budget, because Grand Prix are not to promote a professional part of the game, they're to advertise the game. That's a good quality learning experience. I love, and that's I guess that's like not common knowledge. A lot of Magic players don't know that. They're like, how can they afford to do a 5K? It's like, well, Hex running 10 5Ks in a year is like less than WotC pays out for a Grand Prix. So like, and there's like, you know, dozens of Grand Prix a year. So like, Hex is smaller than Magic, so their tournaments are smaller, sure, but like, both companies are giving out free money. That's unfortunate. That's probably the game, unless we pick up a what's it called right here. We need a Lasgar's Vengeance. It's unfortunate. We're only going to be able to do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 here. Yeah, so we are dead. A couple of trash mutes. What do I want to cut here? Had no idea it was... Yep, the Pro Tours too. There's a reason why the Pro Tours pay out the same amount of money now that they did decades ago, because their advertising budget apparently just hasn't changed. Viridian seems kind of mediocre. Maybe a Sommelier can cut too. Bring in the trash mutes and the extra Lascars. Seems good. Oh, Reveler, right. Sure. Yeah. Good call on the Reveler. We literally put it in the board for this matchup and almost forgot to bring it in. Yeah, the Empress deck is very good. And anyone who tells you the Empress deck is not very good is lying to you. It's just as good as all these other tier 1 decks. I 10 out of 10 think the Empress deck is a tier 1 deck in this current constructed format. It's pretty bad against the blood decks. The Kaigo Lichu matchup is rough. We've been testing decks. My team's been testing decks for the CCS, or not the CCS, the Plunder tomorrow, and like the blood decks are hard for the Empress deck. Hero Fall and Strangle, they just like they get to get you a lot of the time. So this gets to start ticking down Lasgar's Vengeance. We can cycle this coin onto here. You already have 4 of the resources, so cycling this seems fine. If we only had 4 total, I'd be a little bit cautious about cycling this, but MC on 2, yep. And, like, we had a chance to win that last game if we would have drawn the last card from the last turn, and, like, they had MC on 2, so it seems good. What's good against the blood decks? The McBombus variants are fairly good against the blood decks. Oh. Let's just turn that into some trash here. It takes their card and turns it into a Valor and puts it into our hand. Do I want a Valorous? I don't think I do with Double Heart in my hand. Yeah, the draw 3 decks, the Consult the Talent. Actually, it's not specifically the draw 3 decks, because the Mono Sapphire deck has draw 3s in it. It's the draw 3 decks that have like Reach and Phoenixes and Heart of Embers in them. Specifically the McBombus decks. Altar of Nulzan, sure. I mean, is it someone else's turn to stumble and die? Rats. We aren't exactly applying a lot of pressure here. That being said, I don't think their deck plays Hero Fall. Famous last words as we are about to get Hero Fallen and lose this other Heart of Embers, but Pretty sure we're just supposed to play this here. Pretty sure. Don't hero fall me, bro. Deal. Let's draw non-slow shard and get to heart plus shoot this down. They could strangle me here too, right? Trying to between Empress and Riddlings for tomorrow. In general, I think they're both tier 1 decks that have plenty of reasonable matchups and have a lot of play to them, so you should probably play whichever you're more comfortable with. Yes, I agree. The format is very, very healthy. I'm going to start by Valoring this to shoot this. I think we're just going to go ahead and Dragon Valley Reserves here. They're not going to run out of cards because this Altar Nulls and for a while anyways, so might as well gas everyone up. Not interested in Kaigumir, so not playing that. So, fun fact, because tomorrow is an open entry tournament that's free to play in, I am not expecting a ton of blood decks because, like, those decks are expensive dollar-wise. We can trash Buta's Altar, that's true. That being said, I feel like this is a game where he's just going to die with a bunch of cards in his hand, so I kind of want to save this for, like, pushing my idiots through. Man, this deck's really sweet when it actually gets to play Hex. Like I said, I would not make deck decisions expecting Kaigalichu to be popular tomorrow. There will be 110% people that play it, but I'm not expecting it to be popular. What am I doing here? I feel like I'm just doing this. And where's the one that has... Just going to go ahead and target one of these and attack with that one. That one in heart. I think they play From the Ashes. Yeah, the Hasty Queen is a good time. Drawing more cards is not going to get you out of this game, opponent. Cheap shotting, however, might. Sacrifice this, give original invincible. We're playing a 2-shard Ardent deck today. The 3-shard Ardent deck we played yesterday was not particularly good. And this deck's actually fairly different. The deck we were playing yesterday was an Ardent Crusader deck. This is not an Ardent Crusader deck. How about that one? We only have 2 of each of our thresholds. We only need 2 of each of our thresholds. This one can gain us 3 life. And then, yeah, I'm just going to play this Viridian out here, which makes some wines. I'm going to go ahead and Zinfandel this guy, give him +1 power. Smack with these nerds. They're dead to this Heart of Embers next turn. We just, like, play Heart, have 2 hearts, and then, like, play a Valor and shoot them for 6. This card, whenever it... That's rude. This card, whenever it readies, it makes every card in our hand cost 1 less, which is sweet. Oh, they're dead to this Emberleaf Merlot, too, right? There's Ardent Crusader in their deck? How do you fit Ardent Crusader in your deck? Oh, it got conscripted. Never mind. I was about to be really impressed. I was like, huh, that's weird. So, Emberleaf Merlot deals damage to my opponent equal number of cards in their hand, for those wondering. It's conscripted. I was really confused there for a second, but we got there. All right. Man, do I want the Sommeliers? Like, they're good at triggering Lasgar's Vengeance. I'm gonna put in a Sommelier on the draw just because it's good at triggering Lasgar's Vengeance. Got the third aspect. Ugh. Conscripted makes more sense. You'd Pyre Strike for the Crusader, right? GG! Jace, if you're still here, my article is up talking about modern previews or Amoket and modern cards. The Platinum Plunder is tomorrow. Yep, hand seems great. Get to go Sommelier into Ashwood Firebrand. If we end up flooding a little bit, we already have an Iotachi coin, so we can cycle. Saturdrew's Bard's a good hit because it means this Valor will cantrip. MC on 3 every game. Yeah, I'm gonna block. If they have Totem Trap, they're gonna get us at some point anyways. Might as well block. I'm gonna play the Bard because it can block this for free. So maybe they don't attack with it. Or if they do attack, they need removal. I guess waiting to play this means I get to guaranteed draw a card. But this dice a cheap shot as well, and they had a resource up, so that's like a reason to avoid it. I guess cheap shot's a reason not to block if they attack in, too. Yeah, I guess I should have played this. I don't think I'm going to block with this now. Yeah, I should have played... Yep, just 10 out of 10 should have played this. Although, if the hero fell this, I'd be a little bit sad. Dragon Valley Reserves. Sure, make a Valor. And another idiot. Yeah, Reserves is a good one to get early. Each champion draws 2 cards. I'm gonna bluff a Lasgar's Vengeance here. Okay. Yep. Oh, that gets to exhaust this. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I think I'm just playing this coin out and then playing this rune here and then like hoping they don't have removal for it. Yeah, Chris, they got you in chat there. That's an Animus. Yep. They brought in Gemborn Prowler for my 1 socket. Did they even see Runeer in the other games? It's kind of frustrating. Can we draw a piece of removal, please? We got Trash Buttes. Alright, that's the last Lasgar's Vengeance at least. I'm gonna put this on here. I'm gonna put this on here. And then I'm going to champ power this dork, and then we can attack with all 3 of these. That being said, we're getting attacked. He's gonna like pump all of his things a bunch next turn, which feels a little bit bad. I probably should have plus powered that one. Oh, just a 1-cost Animus. Yep. Wish we could just not get dumpstered in one match today. That would be lovely. Let's just adjust the board here real quick. Let's put the 3rd Trash Mutant over this Reveler. That's too cute. It's like 10 out of 10 have to kill the Animus in that matchup. You're confused as to what gems we have on things, LST. Those are not the sockets on things. The Runier has Valor in it to work with Heart of Embers. I agree, if one had Swift Strike and one had Crush, we would put Swift Strike on the Aspect and Crush on the Rabbit, but those are not. We have Valor on the Rabbit, so it generates some kind of value. Trash Boot or... I mean, Gemborn Prowler, 10 out of 10. Just like, we'll play 4 Gemborn Prowler before I play the first Trash Boot. I don't think it's particularly close either. That's interesting. Oh, I guess I'm Valoring this. Yeah, that was loose. I don't actually want to Valor this one because I don't want... he's going to want to kill this regardless, so I missed a point of damage. Just really bad sequencing there. If you draw a non-slow shard next turn, probably just jam Slash and Dash. Otherwise, obviously, we'll play the Viridian out. Thought he was gonna brick there for a second. Got a little excited. Our opponents never brick. Not today. Not today, ladies and gentlemen. The only people bricking here are us. Morning, Tar. We are continuing our getting dumpstered from yesterday into today. Vampire Prince is just impossible to race. Let me get 2 of them out. Just like 8-point life swing every turn, and like statistically they're hitting a blood shard every bloodstone every turn. This is a diamond. Okay. You have Infinitrix here. Black Heart Paladin. That's gross. Frail Acorn. Yeah. For this. This makes it deal 1 less, right? Alright, so I'm going to play this Heart of Embers out here. And then I'm going to go ahead and Valor. Really matter which one I Valor? Valor this one, I suppose, and shoot this. Oh, it does matter, right? Wait, non-damage dealt to... Oh, it's only damage dealt to you. Okay. So then, both of these will have Swift Strike when they attack because they're both Valorous, so then... Yeah, so we'll attack with both of these. This is going to get Hero Fallen next turn. It's going to suck, but... That's exactly how Variance works. I'm glad everyone understands. While my opponent takes a second here to hero fall our Heart of Embers, I would just like to say good morning, afternoon, good night to everyone, wherever you're at in the world. Hope everyone's having a better Friday than we are here on stream, just getting dumpstered over and over and over again. My name is Jeff Hoagland, and welcome to my Twitch page here. We are battling some Hex TCG again this morning, one of my favorite TCGs of the late. Still to you, deal. Even if we can't ever win a match ever, still enjoy it in general. Gale Force, get in my deck, please. I'm actually going to trim a Heart of Embers and a Runir Hierophant here because I'm expecting my opponent to have Hero Falls in their deck. I'm going to trim an Aspect of the Squirrel because they have a lot of spot removal on average. I think I'm going to trim an Ashwood Soloist, just like... Let's give this a go. Deck seems great. I agree. I mean, we actually played a game of Hex that game, right? Like, our resources were a little bit awkward, but, like, we just didn't have interaction. We don't have interaction in our main deck. Like, we're just unable to race those. Alright. Saint's got turn 1 Ashwood Soloist into a cheap shot. Turning into an abusive relationship, you're not wrong. If we lose this match, we'll swap decks. I really would like to play a couple more, because like, I kind of like the idea of this deck, but I'm just only going to get dumpstered for so long before we give up and go somewhere else. Probably play a little bit of Redlings after this. Run some people down with that finely tuned monster. Didn't get cheap shotted. Alright, glass half full. We stopped playing Magic, I lost the professional status. LOL. Alright, so this is getting strangled. That's awkward. The old post-combat slash and dash, potentially. I guess this will be free next turn if we're ready with this, so I'm just going to pass for now. Yeah, so when this card readies, it reduces the cost of everything in our hand by 1, which, as Tom pointed out, doesn't do anything because we don't have any dodge shards, really. I guess it'll make this 3 and this free. So if we draw a 2-drop, we can play it next turn. Alright, and they just kept a slow hand and got run over. God bless. Yeah, we're just gonna click submit. Alright, another soloist hand. This down dies to strangle though, in addition to cheap shot, which is a little awkward. Sommelier. Ruby. How cheap is your shot, Trex? Yeah, no cheap shot. Ding. If he strangles a soloist, I'm kind of okay with that. Not getting strangled. Ding, ding, ding. Decree of Banishing. Sure. Princess, that's rude. I'm gonna attack with the Sommelier here. Am I supposed to play this? I feel like I am. If we play the Runeer, we have 3 actions, so we're 60% to lose one of our cards. Yeah, seems bad. I mean, bolting the bird is generally a good idea. Like, we would have been way far ahead this game if we would have had turn 2 Runeer Hierophant. Okay, didn't lose our slash and dash. Glass half full. Every time this hits us, they look at a random card from our hand. If the random card they look at is an action, they get to take it away from us. That doesn't play an Infinite Tricks. Do you have another vampire? Hero Falls, sure. Alright, well, I mean... Flood's kinda better than an action, I guess. I guess I shouldn't auto-pass, because I can make these guys invincible if he tries to kill one or the other here. Yep. Huh. Pretty sure I have to just sequence like this. Your troops have speed. Rather keep the Swift Strike one around. They steal via Twitch. And again, Vampire's just hard to race. Just like, this is an 8-point life swing every turn. Like, they're gaining 4 and we're only doing... I guess we have 9 on board technically, but like on a scale of 1 to dead, this is almost certainly dead. Yep. Correct, Runeer does not get the speed. Come on, Gale Force! We boarded in 3 of them, please! Alright, I guess that qualifies. There's no way I should target this, right? Yeah, I was gonna attack with these 2. Deal. Okay, yep, that's probably drawing cards, right? Yep, down to 9. You got them dead on board, right? Let's draw another Ardent Troop and just go like Bard into Ardent Troop and then smashy smashy. Because these give all my Ardent Troop speed and Swift Strike. Am I supposed to try and kill him here? I feel like I'm supposed to try and kill him here. Nah, I'm just gonna attack for 8. He's making me choose. If I sacrifice Reginald the Dashing, this won't have speed anymore. I think that's worth it, though. I think I'd rather keep Swift Strike on these guys. The Bard gets... This card has extra text on it. It gets +1/+1 when it deploys for each of your troops that are already Valorous. So, like, it gets rewarded for playing Valorous post and having played Valorous after, too. So... Sure. Oh, we got one. We're on the scoreboard. Oh, Trex. Good games, buddy. We won one, right? Do we win? Do we win the die roll? And we won the die roll and we've got turn 2 Viridian? What is going on? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, hey, hey. We got Lasgar's at our opener. Bring it on. Bring on the Mono Sapphire. Ooh, turn 2 Runir Hierophant. Don't mind if it does. Says, yep. Says, look at that. We have a powerful curve. We've got a strong follow-up. Who's excited? I'm excited. So they're... Okay, so are they playing my control deck? Interesting. Only trade that and that for that. I feel like I'm not, but I also feel like... I could just offer this trade. I think I'm just gonna offer this trade here. Just to double text the Lasgar's Vengeance out. If they want to block here, I get to Aspect of the Squirrel it. And eat this. Or trade, I guess, because it says lethal. I guess I could have gotten in 2 more points of damage if I play that pre-combat. Because I'm still going to have the +1 anyways. Yeah, I should have done that, because we were playing this 100% this turn regardless. Yeah, so that was mis-sequencing on my part. They are an Empress of the Ice deck, okay. It's a good pickup. Makes a wine. It's a good bit of wine for reach too. Get Valor here. Draw a card. Man, it's a shame we didn't hit a... If we hit a wild threshold there, they'd be forced to chump block. This would be 16 power coming across. So the fact that I missed 2 points of damage could be super relevant here. Sheep! 1Q84 with the brand new Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. Subscriptions are the absolute best way you can support my content here. So thank you and welcome. Slash and dash. I think we're just... This is dead actually, right? Yeah, this like puts them to 12 and this is 10 plus 2. I need cheap shot or transmog. Speed 898 with our Twitch baby. I need to make the 9-month sub Pikachu with the baby, I think, for the Twitch baby emote. Welcome back. Thank you for 9 months of support. I really do appreciate it. Coming back again and again and again and continuing to put up with me. Aspect of the Squirrel seems real awkward. Slash and dash seems a touch awkward. Trim of Viridian, I think. It's the last cut here. Heart of Embers is great. Lasgar's is great. Pyre Strike is great. A couple of Gale Forces seem fine. Maybe I'm just going to bring in 1 Gale Force. They might not be on copycats if they're playing Blood too. If we see copycats, maybe we'll bring in another Gale Force for the last game. So I'm logging in. My Kaigo Crusader is now an Immortal. What would you be suggesting with 10k plats for a budget competitive construction? I mean, 10k plats a lot of platinum. Like that's there are plenty of good choices. Here's my budget hex decks right now, if you want something completely new, you could also just, like, upgrade your existing Kaigu Crusader deck, though. Like, 10 out of 10. We've streamed with the Kaigu Crusader deck here on stream a couple of times. If you have all the key pieces from Kaigu Crusader last season, 10k plat will pick you up the 3 brides you need. Like, if you have the Runir Hierophants and stuff like that. What a great 7th card to have here on the draw. Ooh, my opponent has the other battle board here, so now that they are on the play, we are playing on the Canyon battle board instead of my other one. Brides are cheaper than that. I bought brides the other night for 2,100. I picked up a couple for Christy. I don't think I want to shoot that down. I definitely want to play this out. I think it's worth throwing this away to play this Runir Hierophant out this turn. I could have, like, attacked and then Pyre Struck before blocks, but I think I'd rather just do this. Yeah, it involves some Bride of the End. We're not going to play Kaigu Crusader today. If you check the archives on my YouTube, there's a few different Kaigu Crusader decks on there. And Matt_Bamonte on Twitch is one of my buddies in my testing group. And when this becomes blocked, he draws a card, yeah. He's one of my buddies in my testing group, and he's played a ton of the deck. It's his favorite ladder deck. Ali Eldrazi, that's Ali Andrazi on Twitch. He also has a number of days streaming with the deck. I mean, basic one-shot target. Okay. Matriarch of the Flame stayed high almost the entire time it was in Standard. Oh, the entire time it was, like, Yetis was the best deck. Like, I don't expect Bride to be much lower than, like, 15 or 1600 as long as it's a staple. I might just Pyre Strike this nerd, honestly. Especially since we have 2 of them. I guess I can wait a turn to draw another card here. If we hit a non-slow shard next turn, I can play Heart and then Valor to shoot this. They use their champ power to get a 3rd Sapphire. What does that mean? Ding. Alright, so let's make a wine. Dragon Valley Reserve, send me up. I'm going to Valor the Cloud Speaker, I think, because they want to kill this anyway, so I don't want to make it bigger. Install through Steam. That is the best piece of advice. Just install through Steam. Astral Sighted. There's still a couple resources away from that. That's cute. Alright, well, we're gonna shoot that down. I'm gonna go ahead and Valor this, shoot this, and then Pyre Strike to finish it off. Attack for 5 here. I mean, the Phoenix deck is more of an aggro deck than a combo deck. I mean, make a new Steam account. Make a new Steam account. Like, Steam accounts are free. Hex is free. Like, he's a Crusader deck. Okay, interesting. Glad I have another Pyre Strike in my hand. This is like good and bad. I wanted to do it pre-combat so that way I could have a chance to hit a Lasgar's Vengeance here before I attack. I'm going for about an hour 20 with this. I like this deck and I want to play it some more at some point, I think, but after this I'm going to pivot decks just so we get some variety in our lives, I think. So there's Sapphire Threshold, so we are locked now. Thankfully we can play this Heart of Embers next turn and just like shoot this down. Sure. Oh, okay. They are playing Copycat. They're copying Empress here. Deal. Sweet. So, we only boarded in one Gale Force, but we got it. Oh, please copy Empress again. Please copy Empress again! Rats! Rats, we're so unlucky. This is an interesting direction to take the deck. Like, add Crusaders to it. That's definitely a way you can add some grind, right? So, this is an Empower card. So, the base card costs 2 and does 2 damage to every troop with flying. The Empower card does 4 damage to every troop with flying. Conveniently, 2 things with 4 toughness and flying. Convenient. So convenient. These things keep lighting up when we play cards because every time we play a card out, we get 2 Spiderling eggs in our deck per one of these. So, there's like 8 eggs in our deck right now. Thankfully, we're going to have this Heart of Embers to start mowing people down next turn. This Heart of Embers out. Put some more eggs in my deck. Let's go ahead and play this on here. Sure. I'm going to shoot this down. Just in case this combat goes sideways, I want to kill their stuff. And then we're going to go ahead and... yeah, I don't really need to champ power. Do I have any wines in here? I've got 1 wine in here. I don't think playing this wine is worth taking 2 more eggs in our deck. Don't I have a schedule link below? I thought I have a schedule link below, Sheep. If you look in the stream information, it's on my website, jeffhoagland.com. You click gaming on my website. Yeah, there's a button that says schedule, and it links to my website that has the schedule on it. If you're on mobile, you got to tap the video player and then hit information. And then this Valor is going to trigger all 3 of these. This card is just so good. I don't think, like, the number of games I've lost where Heart of Embers has triggered 3 or more times is so few. Alright, turn this Valor into a 9U. Sure, they're frostbitten. Yep, not a problem. My schedule is probably going to be changing a little bit as we get to the summer, but I'll definitely update the calendar on there and post on Twitter and stuff when my schedule updates. And as always, all the archives will go on YouTube. What do we got here? I want to play... people have been asking for control decks. Let's play a control deck. Where is it? Blood, Sapphire, Control. I think I updated this to what I wanted it to be. Yeah. Alright, so save... Alright, so this is a Bride of the Damned Uzu control deck that has a Sapphire Splash for Arcane Focus and Transmogrifade, Verdict of the Ancient Kings. We have copies of Something Borrowed in here, which takes target opponent's card and puts it into your hand. We also have a Vampire Queen at the top end. I've got a Rylance hiding in here too as well, so